All right, here we have a 2013 Trail Teams Edition FJ Cruiser. The best of the best years. This thing is awesome. If you want to turn heads, this rig will do it. I don't think there's any FJ Cruiser that can match this one. So let's start here at the front and then we'll roll around it real quick. Has the factory grill guard here on the front, a couple of hella lights, LED lights, super bright, look great here in the grill mount here on the factory tabs. All this stock, everything's stock here. This is stock. Okay, we're gonna go up here. Condition wise, it's gonna be hard to beat condition wise too. Okay, brand new Salimo mud terrain tires, like still have the little nubbies on them and the stickers, so they are brand new, and Rock Tricks with a -12 offset, giving it the perfect looking stance. It took a little bit of time to figure out to get the offset just right. Okay, and we've got a Rough Country 3-inch lift, and then we've got the KSP upper control arm so that everything it rides right when it's on the highway. Okay, going down, we do have a little extra basket that we put up in the middle here just to make that front area more usable on the roof rack. Kind of fills in too a little bit. Gives it a look. It's got the factory rock guards here that mount to the frame, not to the body. And then going around, you take a look down the side here. Really, there's not any damages. Paint's good. Got a little tiny chip right here that just needs probably a little touch up. Otherwise, it's straight. There's no accidents. We've got the report on this vehicle, and we've got no accidents on the report. 2 owners, pretty well that way. Okay, we've got full-on spare tire. We retained the backup camera that's up in the mirror on the reverse mirror. Okay, and then as you can see here, we have a nice little antenna there for the GMRS band. So that's kind of the new overlanding band. Everybody's kind of gone away from CBs and gone to that because it works with little handhelds. Got an aluminum ladder here. This is all aluminum. Nothing too special, but helps getting up to your gear on top. Moving around here. Underside of her is pretty good. We're not dealing with much rust at all. It's about as good as you're gonna get on one of these FJs. Let's see. Going to the back here, big cargo area. If you noticed, I mean, you got a few scratches, but if you've noticed, any FJ is going to have a ton of scratches. This one is very minimal on that. Couple extra mats and stuff in here. All factory mats on here. It does have the 400-watt inverter there. Okay, going around, and the tow package too. That's not on all of them, but this one has the tow package. Okay, wrapping around the other side. That's all buffable. I don't see that too much. There's a little tiny nick right here that could probably be repaired. It's teeny tiny, but it's about what we're dealing with as the most intense damages we can find, because we like to be full disclosure on everything. Okay, everything's good. All the lift, everything was done really well. I think we have no chips in the windshield. As you know, FJ Cruisers have a windshield chipping. They're really easy to chip. Oh wait, there's a teeny one right here. That's probably fully repairable, but that's the only damages on the windshield at all. Got the 3 wipers. Let's go on inside. There's a couple cool things I want to show you. We are blacked out inside. As you know, as you've probably seen, you're an FJ guy, and if you're looking at this, you probably are, because this is the FJ. So we got blacked out handles. We got all our panels like we should. A little magnetic phone holder right here. and blacked out wheels, so we don't have the little plastic covers that go over it, just to darken everything up here along the dash. And then we have, we did change out the head unit here. This thing's kind of iffy. It doesn't work with the controls on the steering wheel over here, so it doesn't actually control off of that. However, it looks really good in the unit. It's all blacked out. It's actually built to fit that opening. As you notice here, it kind of fits it, whereas the other ones all have spacers in it. Go ahead and kick that on real quick so you can see there. It does have CarPlay and stuff with it as well, so you don't really need the steering wheel if you can use your voice to do that. Okay, big old knobs. And then if you look here, the lights were done properly here, so those are your front lights there, those auxiliary helas. And then you've got you got there. Now, one of the big things about this is we have a manual transmission here. Manual transmissions are awesome. I mean, if you're going to buy a car to drive now, like this one, if you're in off-road, there's nothing that's going to beat a manual transmission. Even if you don't know how to drive one really good, if you put some time into it, you'll be able to outdrive the autos and everything else because of the manual transmission. And this does have the A-track system. You might say, oh, it doesn't have crawl control. Well, a manual transmission in 4-low with A-track is the original crawl control. So you've got actually better, because you have more control. It gives you a little bit better control, and that's why this is pretty much the ultimate setup you'll get. So it is the 6-speed on here. And one thing I did notice when we were driving it is if you just go from second to third really fast, it'll make a quick little on there, and that's called a synchro inside that transmission. And so we will sell this either if we want to put the money into, or if you want us to repair it, we'll have the repair done, or if you want to just buy at the price or at the discounted price, you can do that, because you'll probably run for the rest of its life like that. You can either double clutch or skip, whatever you want to do, or wait for the RPMs to drop before putting it into gear. That's up to you if you want to play with that at all. That's kind of a Toyota thing, but it'll pretty much run forever with that. All right, so that's there. E-brake works, it's set properly, no worries there. 4-wheel drive works properly. Now, there's the radio. So remember we were talking about the radio, or the antenna on the back. Here we have the GMRS radio, and how cool is that it plugs into the dash? See that? The actual radio head unit is under the console underneath, so you can't even see it, not even underneath here. You can see the speaker, but that's it. Everything's just underneath that, just to make it so that it's hidden. And then you can run everything from the mic here. Mic can go right there. Awesome setup. You can remove the entire thing and it's gone. If you don't want it in here, you can remove the whole thing, gone. I just think that's so cool how that's put together, and it's a Midland, good stuff. Got our Trail Team badging on the front. If you look up on the top, we got a Molly overhead rack. These are so cool because you can put like the pistol magnetics if you carry a pistol, or if you have an AR, you can do the side receiver mounts. I've done them on the FJs before, and everything sits right in the middle. It's out of the way, out of sight, can't see it from outside. So cool. Okay, let's jump into the back. There's a couple other things. Got our little compartment up front. Okay. Seat condition on this thing is excellent. We put these seat covers over it here just to keep them excellent, but the front seats are in great shape. So underneath this cover, it's in good shape. Okay, we've got new floor mats in here. Let's see. Up here, we've got these cool. We found these really cool. It's the funnest thing about FJs is you can find some of the raddest stuff for them. These LED lights. So they're so much brighter than the factory ones. If you know these FJs, the factories are just not bright enough. You just plug these in and bam, you've got really bright lights now, so you can light this whole place up. Okay, condition wise, it's pretty amazing that way. It's all been cleaned, everything like that. Never really had it. It wasn't really dirty when we got it. It was pretty awesome that way. So I think that kind of gives you an idea of all the mods that are done. Pretty limited. There's not a lot of mods, but the unit itself is solid. They got to have that lift. If you've seen them, yeah, they just got to have that. If you're a purist and you really want the factory 16-inch wheels, we've got those still for it. the factory ones with the big silver rim. But in my opinion, this just looks too dang good like this, and we had to take those off. But they can come with it. Let's go ahead and fire it off. Everything runs perfectly here. There we go, neutral. I'll go ahead and shut this off so it doesn't play and make our video not work on YouTube. Okay, we have 106,764 miles. No check engine lights. We haven't cleared any. There is none in the program, so you're good that way. Miles 60 was when the oil was done with full synthetic and filter. I love that they have this right there. And as you probably already know, but if you don't, got the triple wipers, triple wipes. So cool. Got our gauges up here. Let's go check out the front end here running. Looking pretty good all around on here. Sounds good. Sounds just right, like it should be. Everything looks pretty straight in here. No pressure washing's been done in here, anything like that. And as you can tell too, a lot of them, if you look at them, you can tell one that's been out east because these clamps all right here will be rusted out on it. And you'll have all that, you'll have little details like that, and then the other sides will be really rusted. This one doesn't have that. That's something that we always look for. And man, this thing is great that way. Okay, so we have this over here in Florence, Oregon, right on Highway 101. Here's 101 here. On the Oregon coast, come out and make a visit. Get yourself pretty much the coolest rig ever. Even, hey, come out here and take it out to the sand dunes after you buy it. Take it out to the sand dunes, drive down to the beach. Don't go in the water because you don't want any rust. Go and play in the sand. This is a perfect setup for that. It'll take the Jeeps on with that independent front suspension. So good in the sand, and drivability and stuff like that's perfect. The gear ratio on these ones are a little bit better because the manual transmission's geared extra low. So when we went to these bigger tires, it actually helped get us into a better gear ratio because it's almost too low with the normal size tires. So that's another thing to know on that if you didn't already know that. But yeah, come over here, let's make a deal on it, get you set up with pretty much the raddest rig you could pretty much own. You go buy a brand new truck, or you could buy this for way less and be cooler than a brand new truck. I'm Bobby Jackson, show him yourself. Jackson doing the video, he's the one you talk to on the online or on the phone. And yeah, we can make a deal pretty quick and easy. We'll try to keep it affordable enough, but you know, FJs, they are something that you buy and they don't depreciate, which is awesome for you. A little more expensive to get into, but hold their value awesome. So you're not gonna beat that financially either. I'm done.